Posting on social media organically can be frustrating because sometimes you don't see results after tons and tons of time. But when you put money behind a post and run ads, it can get really expensive. Well, what we have discovered is a new marketing style for social media that is blowing up businesses and it doesn't cost you any money. So today we're going to walk you through what this new hybrid marketing strategy looks like and how you can use it for your business.
Back in the day, we used to post content and just post and post and post. And now it's more complicated than that. What are you doing now?
What I like to explain to people is these social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, name them all, YouTube, every social media platform is a business. The goal of a business is to make money. How does a social media platform actually make money? Well,
Get customers.
They get customers, and the customers they get then gives them a list. And the list that they get and the audience that they get can then have advertisers put ads in front of them. So who is an advertiser? A business. So businesses pay these platforms money to get their content in front of them. What are you listening? You are probably a business owner. So if the platform that you're putting your content on is for profit, they incentivize people to give them money. The more money you give them, the more they're going to show your content because they want you to give more money to the platform. So if you see results, they also make more money. This is where content has changed. So we now, every single post that we make, our goal is to make it as if it were an ad. But we got to consider like where they are within the funnel. Not every post is a call to action. Not every post is a awareness post. You've got the growth, awareness, and convert type posts that we've talked about in previous videos. If we're doing a growth post and it does well and it performs well, then we put money behind that post because our audience, our current audience, already told us this is a good post. Mm-hmm. If our targeted audience that we made the content for told us it was a good post, I want to attract more people like that. So I put money behind that post. Mm-hmm. By putting money behind it, it's a growth post. My goal is to grow. If I put money behind it, more people will see it. Yeah. And this is the new way to market. Like if it did well, what I see a lot of people do is nothing. And great. Maybe it organically went and it did awesome. Mm-hmm. But what happened for it to do well? There was however many people saw it, liked it, commented, shared, raised their hand and said, this is an awesome piece of content that resonates with me. If it resonated with them, that means it was the target audience you're trying to get. I want more people to see it. How will the platform show it to more people? By giving it money. Mm-hmm. So we now, every post that we make has the goal in mind that there will be money spent behind it because we want it to perform well. So growth post, we then run awareness ads on. Yep. If it's a nurture post, we're probably doing a retargeting campaign of anybody that's engaged with their social media account and maybe even a lookalike audience of people that also look like the people that currently are our followers. Mm-hmm. Because if that happened, we want more people to engage with the post. And so the goal is to try to get engagements onto the post that performed well. Yeah. And then the conversion post, if it did well, performed well, maybe we had 3 or 4 messages or we knew we got some DMs from it or whatever the goal was. If it worked, we then we run a call to action ad. The goal is to do traffic to whatever we said in the first place. Yeah. So based on how well each post does, and we'll look at it around the other post, we'll say, well, did this overperform or underperform? If it overperformed, it now gets ad dollars in whatever type of ad it should be based on the type of post. Mm-hmm. I think that's where it can get a little complicated or confusing. People think that just ads are ads. It's like, well, some ads should have a purpose to grow. Some ads should have a purpose to convert. And based on the type of content that you're making in your organic posting, you should have a pretty good understanding of what to do. Yeah. This is like our new style of thinking.
Yeah. I think a lot of people fall in the trap of like, well, we're going to run ads, so we need to go make ads. And instead of using things that have already proven successful for their brand?
Yeah. So we do make ads. Like we will go and make ads, but it's usually we're going to post it organically and see if it does well before we put money behind it. So we always have a test going before we spend money. And I think it's a good way for business owners to save money. I am as frugal gets when it comes to spending money in the business, except if it's on like camera gear. We'll buy camera gear. We buy it all. But from a business spending perspective, I keep it really tight and clean. But that's why I get to basically test every single post I ever make. If it performs well, there's no reason for me not to spend money because it's already been proven. I don't like spending money to prove if it will work. And that's where I think a lot of these marketers go wrong, where they're trying to create an ad off of their hopes and feelings and then put money behind it and be like, well, it didn't work. We got to spend more money. Like, no, you could have posted that organically, have your audience raise their hand and say, this is a good post, and then put money behind it.
This is the reason that a lot of businesses have a bad taste in their mouth when it comes to ads, ad companies, marketing companies, because you're paying to test. Tests fail.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I think you would do better by paying an organic content creation company to always make better organic content.
Yeah.
And if the organic posts work, that's when you start maybe just hiring a media buyer to amplify and get more eyeballs in the type of post that it was.
Yeah.
Because you're saving so much money. You're saving so much testing time. And now, instead of doing one or three ads at a time of posting them and hoping for the best, every day is a test for me. Every single day, every single post is now a test for an ad for free. It's free testing. I don't have to spend any money to test it.
Yeah.
I just, if people can get their mindset around that, I think they're going to be way more successful with social media. You know, a lot of times it's like a checkbox. Oh, I post because I'm supposed to. If you change your mindset to say, I'm posting because it's an ad, and I have these 3 levels of a funnel to run a client through: the top of funnel, middle of funnel, bottom of funnel. I'm trying to grow my audience. I'm trying to nurture my audience. I'm trying to convert my audience. And if you're making consistent posts around all of that as a test every single day, I think you're going to do pretty well, and you're not going to be wasting money. You're not going to be spending a bunch of effort. You're not going to be frustrated with your marketing team because your goal is just to test over and over and over again.
Yeah. In another video we did, you referenced posting to social media for your business, kind of similar to investing money. And it's kind of the same thing. Like, there are green days and there are red days, and red days will help you learn better for the green days. But with this, it's free,
Yes.
right? It's like only upside to post organically as good as you can possibly do every time.
Yeah, no, I think you hit the nail on the head there. And, you know, if you're wondering what that growth, nurture, convert funnel actually looks like, we made a whole blueprint on how to follow a proper social media strategy and like what to make in each of them. And yeah, it's right here in this video.